This is Badass Billy Gunn, 11-time WWE Tag Team Champion, Intercontinental Champion, Hardcore Champion, and you're listening to ICOPOD. You gotta hear this. And if you're not listening to this, I got 2 words for you. Suck it.
And we're back with episode 70 of ICOPOD. I'm Bob Conley Jr., and with me, as always, is Austin Skinner. Austin, how's it going?
It is going swimmingly down here in Florida. I'm still looking at the sunshine out my window here, and it is approximately 7 o'clock live Eastern Standard Time. So that's how you know the summer's around the corner, and I'm really happy about that because it's about fucking 95 every day in the summer. And guess who wears long sleeve shirts and pants to work every day because it's dress code? Ya boy. So that's going to be fun this summer. But I'm also looking forward to the summer of WWF 1994 as that slowly creeps toward us.
Well, before we get to the summer, we got to get through the spring.
Nah. We're skipping it.
I was thinking the other day, wouldn't it be funny if, like, after this episode, we were just like, so we decided to fast forward to the year 2000.
Yeah, WCW 2000.
Here we are, Prince Iakea.
There you go.
Do you like the dog? Well, here's Al Green.
And he's taking on Lodi.
Oh my God. Here comes the greatest big man since Adam Bomb, The Wall.
Oh, no.
Right.
No. Lash LaRue is in action tonight.
Oh my God. That's a good one. Could you imagine if we continue this to eventually doing live watches of fucking Nitro 2000? How much that's going to be a chore?
I think I'd love it and hate it just as much. Like, it'd be even.
You know what? Here's an underrated version of Lex Luger is when he would break everybody's arm in WCW by putting it into a chair and then stomping on it.
Mm-hmm. That's just a total package. Like, he wasn't even Lex Luger anymore. Right. He's just a total package.
Yeah.
He's under his assumed name.
Yeah, he buried Lex Luger. Yeah. And he's just the total package.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like that.
And anytime the announcers were like Lex Luger, anytime the announcers were like, oh, here's Lex Luger, Mark Madden or whoever would be like, no, the total package.
That's not true, Tony. Yeah. Gem of a time in wrestling.
Yeah. That time, WCW 2000 until like April.
Yeah.
Bad. Just bad.
Correct. Exactly.
Really bad television. But luckily, we will never be that bad because we make the bad at least entertaining.
Sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, like the Battle Royal from Albert Hall. Yeah, that was rough. But we made the best of it.
Hey, remember that bonus episode we did where it cut off like the last 2 matches?
Yeah.
Of the fucking episode and everybody's pissed?
Yeah, SummerSlam 92.
Yeah, well, suck it.
Yeah. So we're not probably ever going to redo it. So I think it ends after like Taker Kamala or something.
Yeah,
so we'll just pretend that's the main event.
Yeah. It could have been.
Yeah.
It could have been.
I mean, realistically, I don't even know if it even got to Undertaker Kamala, but let's just say that it didn't. Kamala Taker sucked. And then Bulldog and Brett was great. So there you go. That's your last finish. Yeah. That's your last 40 minutes of the podcast that somehow decided to be like, fuck you, I'm not gonna publish. So.
Yeah. It's just funny every time. I feel like do we still get comments about that?
It's been mentioned a few times.
Yeah, I think that's a good one. But hey, when SummerSlam 1994 comes around the corner, you're getting the whole show.
That's right.
So there you go.
We always deliver.
Yeah. So,
I bet you like 2 years from now, we'll be like, all right, let's watch those final 2 matches. Here you go, guys. We're on episode 200, but whatever.
We'll have to do bonus episode number 3.5.
Right. Yeah.
After like bonus episode 42, it's bonus episode 3.5. What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, we will. But here we are with episode 70.0.
Yes. I like it.
Yeah. Not a whole lot of observer notes this week.
If you can't tell, as we bullshit along here.
Filling some time here, folks. We're trying to avoid a 35-minute episode.
Right.
We should just say a lot and then just
total package year 2000.
We should just do a live watch of like a Thunder from 2000 right now.
Oh God.
Just skip this episode and watch any Thunder from 2000.
Absolutely fucking not.
Here, who's coming out? Oh, it's Booker because he lost the letter T. So it's just Booker. Because we're supposed to believe that his last name was T.
Stupid.
That's all right.
Although there's some good Canyon in 2000.
Yes, there is, but that's like later on.
Yes. You got to dig. You got to dig for that.
Canyon. That's a great 2 months. And then Russo's like, oh, it's getting over. All right, bro. You're off TV.
Listen, bro. AEW and WWE, same company, bro. Fucking Canyon. He can be Champagne Canyon now because everybody likes champagne, bro. And if you don't like champagne, I'm going to come over to your house, bro. I'm going to hit you with a baseball bat. But that's what Jim Cornette wants to do to me, bro. So I ain't talking about that no more, bro.
Vince Russo annoys the living hell out of me. He, like what you just said, he thinks that AEW and WWE are the same company.
Yeah, he thinks they're in bed together, he says.
He's ridiculous. And then he's on Twitter saying like, bro, I'm not a wrestling fan. I hate professional wrestling. I moved on with my life. I'm focusing on my family. I can smoke pot now. I got great art, even though it looks like a 4-year-old did it. But like my art looks real great. And then the next tweet is like, yo, bro, listen to my new podcast where I review Raw, bro, and like talk about Double or Nothing, bro. It's like, you just said you're not a pro wrestling fan.
Well, and the thing that kills me is, yeah, and he's one of the guys, and there's many other guys out there that are like, oh, you know, I can move on from wrestling.
No, you can't.
Then they don't.
Right.
And it's like, all right, well, that's obviously all you have to offer at this point.
Doesn't he do a podcast with like Glenn Gilberti or something?
I think so. And then he also has one with what the fuck is his name? He used to work with Conrad. Who was that?
Oh, the Matt Coon guy?
Matt Coon. Yeah, Matt Coon does one.
Well, the idea of a podcast with Vince Russo and Glenn Gilberti, that has to be
a shit show.
Awful.
A shit show.
And the only reason why I say it has to be awful is because I've never listened to it, because to my understanding, Vince Russo charges people like $1.32 a month for his brand or something like that.
Yeah, it's like a pay to play shit.
Right. And I don't even find it worth $1.32.
No.
To give to him, because even, you know, some or even most podcasts I don't listen to. I will read like transcripts that people post or whatever.
Okay.
And even in the transcripts, they will write out every bro that he says. And there's about 3,700 bros.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. And the
bro.
It's like his signature.
I don't understand.
It's his signature. I don't understand what Vince Russo really has to offer a listening crowd in 2019. Like, what is he really?
He's a former accomplished writer who just reviews a product that he hates.
Right. So you kind of know the outcome every time.
Yeah.
He ain't going to like it.
Well, and it's like, it's also funny that he says, oh, I don't want to go back to the WWE, right? And then a month will go by. And then he'll be like, so I emailed Shane McMahon to try to get a job with the WWE to help the product. But it's like, Vince, you just said you have no interest in going back, and yet you're emailing Shane McMahon, who I guess had responded to him saying, yeah, I'll run it by Stephanie and Vince. And you know damn well that Shane McMahon probably deleted that email account
Absolutely.
as soon as he was like, fucking A, how the hell did Vince Russo get my email?
Absolutely.
Shane was probably like, nobody uses AOL anymore. How the hell did he find me?
Who the fuck's emailing from Hotmail?
MSN.com. What the hell?
Vic Venom. Who the fuck's this? Yeah, I don't know, dude. It's like, and he's not the only one, but he's one of those guys where he'll be like, yeah, fuck WWE. And then he will be the first one to pick up that goddamn phone if they call and go right back there. So It's like, whatever. Like, just stop.
I think Vince Russo has lied about pretty much everything ever. Because you got to think, when he went to WCW,
everything ever,
just
always
in WCW, he was like, I will never be an honor talent. And within 3 weeks, he was the voice of Powers to Be, right? And then he gets fired after like 2 months because even WCW guys were just like, wow, this guy does not know what he's doing. No. And then it comes back in the spring and it's just like, yo, bro, I'm the fucking number one heel. Like, I'm going over everybody by like September. I'm gonna be the WCW World Champion. This is pretty great.
If you don't picture Vince Russo in some sort of sports jersey carrying a baseball bat, then I don't know what Vince Russo you were watching, because I'm pretty sure he was on Nitro every week with that outfit on.
Yeah, it was usually a Giants or Yankees or any jersey. Like if they were like in Texas, it'd be like whoever that sports team's biggest rival would be.
Yeah,
like in Texas, like the Cowboys, something, they'd be like, oh, I'm wearing a Giants jersey this time or something.
Right,
ridiculous.
Right.
But and then his logic. I like how this is turning into a Vince Russo bashing type of situation, but that's okay. His logic was like, you know what, bro? Me and Ed, we had to get out of WWF, bro, because like you can't write a 2-hour Raw and a 2-hour SmackDown. Like that's too much TV, bro. And like we're not getting paid enough money, bro. And it's like, but we're gonna go to WCW, mind you, in October of '99, when Nitro at the time is 3 hours long, and then you have Thunder, which is another 2, so you're already at 5.
Yeah.
So you have a 2-hour Raw, and 2-hour SmackDown, and I know Heat is technically in there too for an hour, so you got 5 there. You go to WCW where it's 3 for Nitro and 2 for SmackDown. You have a Saturday night, a worldwide. So that's already like 6. And you got your pay-per-views, you're at 9. So at the very least, you're equal to what you were doing in the WWF.
If not a little bit more.
Yeah. And he's just like, it was a lesser workload, bro.
Well, here's the difference. He knew he could weasel his ass and parade out on TV.
He was probably getting paid substantially more by WCW.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I would have to think that.
He sold it. He sold himself on him. Like, oh, yeah, I'm the reason Stone Cold was the biggest thing of all time, bro. Fucking all me. Like, no.
And then he goes to fucking WCW. In his first pay-per-view, Havoc 99, to do like Hogan Sting. And he's like, yo, bro, Sting, bro. Just lay down, bro. Yeah, just lay down, bro. And then, or like Hogan laid down. I think it was maybe Hogan laid down. But one of you guys, bro, let's lay down. Okay, bro. Main event, bro. Gonna be Goldberg, Sting, bro. Wrestle for like 3 minutes. Bro. Fans are gonna love it. Yeah, bro. And then, hey, Lex, use a clear. Love it.
Perfect.
So
Perfect.
Yeah. Hey, Disco Inferno, want to be cruiserweight champion? Great, bro. You're champ now. Because you're a cruiserweight. Because you weigh 240. All right, bro. What are you doing?
I got to be honest with you. Disco Inferno's probably one of my most hated people in all of wrestling in wrestling history.
He's quite annoying.
I hate
He
Disco.
he is. Who would have thought that one of the only characters from the Attitude Era or the original Monday Night War era,
Yeah.
Disco Inferno is still heavily promoted on a national TV show.
Yeah.
The Disco Inferno.
Yeah.
I
don't get it. I don't get
Give
it.
me Buff Bagwell over fucking Disco Inferno.
Oh,
At least
for
Buff
sure.
Bagwell can do a Canadian Destroyer. I mean, sure, it's fucking awful, but at least he does the move.
Yeah, and at least he's got a stack of dimes for a neck, but
Yeah.
you know. Sign me up.
Oh man. Fucking Vince Russo. You know what? Another thing that pissed me off about Vince Russo. When he would write for the WWF magazine, he was obsessed with doing like caps lock.
One of them.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, every other word doesn't need to be a caps lock.
Yeah, right.
Because just me reading it, when I see a caps lock Vic Venom, I read it as if it's Vince Russo yelling at me.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, this is horrible.
Yeah.
This is like,
yeah, no, he's pretty annoying. I would have to still give the torch to old Glenn Gilberti though for being the most out of those two, the most annoying.
I'm gonna give it to Russo just because there's just so much bros.
Okay, bro. I'll tell you
Come
what,
on, bro.
You sign up for the brand. It's $14 for the year, bro. You get all this fucking content, dude. I hate wrestling, but I'll talk about it for $14 a year, bro. You just have to sign up and put your credit card info in there.
Yeah, bro. And like, if you say anything negative about me, bro, on Twitter,
you're blocked, bro. You're blocked.
I'm gonna quit Twitter for about 20 minutes, bro, and then I'm gonna come back, bro, and then I'm gonna share some stuff about wrestling that I hate, bro. But that's all I'm gonna talk about because wrestling is my background, bro.
And isn't this the same guy who's closed and opened like 3 different websites? Because he was doing like Pyro and Ballyhoo.
Yes.
And like just random ass shit. Now it's the brand. So it's like, I don't know. This whatever. Just why is he still a thing?
I don't know. I feel like I should go to his Twitter right now.
Are we gonna do a live Twitter update from
Let's
Vince Russo?
Let's see. This could be a new thing for ICOPOD. What's going on with Vince Russo?
I can only imagine what the last thing he fucking wrote was.
Let's see. This could be fun. I'm not blocked, so that's good.
Just got off the phone with Cody, bro. Might be going down to Florida with AEW, bro.
Oh my God, bro. Okay. I'm going to show you.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry. So 9 hours ago,
okay,
he said, here is the eBay address to purchase my original artwork, AEW WWE Conspiracy. Okay. I'm going to show you this through this little camera.
Did he paint it?
If you want to call it that. More like he wrote letters. I don't know.
Oh, my God. Are you fucking shitting me? That's fucking horrible. That's horrible.
Oh my God.
I could have fucking drew that.
I know. He didn't. It's not drawing. He just wrote. He painted the background. Okay, let me just give you the visual here, folks. He clearly painted a canvas all black, and then literally just wrote AEW, and the W is with the WWE like logo.
Yeah.
On the top it says All Elite with of course white and gold lettering.
Sure.
Beneath it says World in red, and then Wrestling in white. And then his signature, like artists do, in the bottom right, is just printed Vince. So anybody named Vince could technically take credit for this.
I hate him. I hate him. How much is he selling it for?
I don't even want to know.
I wanna
know.
know.
Actually, you know what? Hang on a minute.
I'm guessing $299.
No way. There's no way. There was one. Hang on a minute. There was a post that he had with some of his artwork, and there was a price for it. And I looked at the comments, and one of the people was like, "You mean $4?" And I'm just like, "This is just." So here's another one. This is from 5 days ago.
Okay.
He goes, "My art is hanging in someone else's house." Yeah, man. I think that's cool.
What are you painting a picture of?
Literally, it's apparently a fan that it has like Frankenstein stuff on his neck. And
Okay.
the shirt, quote unquote, says "Total Mark." That's nice. And it says "No recess, you little bastards." Here's a picture of that.
What the fuck?
So
It looks like finger painted.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Did he get rid of the post where he was like, "Here's how much I'm selling all these"? It was like, "I'm selling all these for like $40 or something." And somebody was like, "You mean 4?" Because I looked at it and I was just like, "This can't be real."
That's awesome.
He has another picture here of the Beatles.
Okay. How'd that turn out?
It's not great. Just kind of there. He must have deleted the one where he was just like, "Oh, hey." Oh wait, hang on. He goes, "The bidding for bag of Bruce ends tonight at midnight. Send your bid to his email. Highest bid is currently $125."
Oh my god!
There is
You gotta
no
be
way.
kidding me.
There's no way. I would
Who's
need
paying
to see,
that?
I don't know. I would need to see proof of
Nobody's
any of
paying
that.
that.
There's
Yeah.
no way.
Nobody's paying that. Oh, you mean $4?
I'm telling he had like 4 pictures. Or no, it was more than 40. It was like hundreds of dollars, I'm pretty sure.
That's such bullshit.
Because I was just I laughed when I saw it. And then I looked at like the 3 comments that was on it, and one of the guys was like, "You mean like $4, right?"
$4 OBO or best offer.
He had to have he had to have. Oh, here, let me go to the eBay address to see how much that oh my god.
No way. What?
Okay, so All Elite Wrestling
Yes.
game, if you want to call it that, is currently on eBay. And there is a bidding here that has 5 days and 19 hours left. There has been 18 bids on it. How much do you think it's going for right now?
$57.
$172.50.
Are you joking me?
No.
For that piece of shit?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't understand.
That's hilarious.
Any of
Who's
this.
paying that for that?
He has, to his credit, he has a fan base of people that think he does nothing wrong, and they're diehards.
That's true.
To his credit.
That's true.
Those are the type of people I probably wouldn't want to hang out with.
Yeah.
Because they're delusional, but for the love of God, to spend almost $200
on a Vince Russo
on
painting.
a painting that you could easily do on your own
easily
is incredible. That is just nuts.
That's awesome. I'm so glad we just deep dived into that, because now we know that if we make Hogan 98 money off of Redbubble, we're buying some Vince Russo paintings, buddy.
Yeah. I want to point out that I just went to his eBay store, I guess you can say, which he
Okay.
just made yesterday.
Okay.
So this is the only thing that he has for sale, and it's $172.50.
That means there's
Currently.
more to come.
100%. So we're going to have to update this regularly. This is a new segment here on ICOPOD.
Okay.
What's up with Vince Russo?
Yeah.
Which kind of fits perfectly because in 94, I'm pretty sure he just started with the magazine. So we're in a perfect timeline to see just what is up with Vince Russo.
Really? 94? He was in there that early, huh?
Yeah, he was just working with the magazine though.
Wow. Okay.
That's terrifying. I cannot believe
somebody's paying fucking $200.
What if it's Vince Russo just bidding on his own shit?
Like bidding it up?
Yeah.
I hope it's secretly Jim Cornette and he can buy it and like make a video of him pissing on it or something.
Oh, that would be awesome. Maybe I should bid on it and be like, hey, Jim, I'll send this to you if you would just burn it.
Yeah, or do something funny with it.
Yeah.
Just take a shit on it.
Oh my God. That would be great.
Or just use it as like his dog. His
you wanna know
dog
what's
just
funny?
chews on it.
You want to know what's funny? Is that Jim Cornette could probably bid on that, right? And then like his address, if you eventually have to send it, it could say James Cornette. And then Vince Russo would be like, oh, James Cornette won. Great. He wouldn't realize
No.
that it's Jim Cornette.
No.
He would probably be like, oh, cool, this guy James Cornette.
He'd promote it, bro. James Cornette,
Oh, bro.
bro. Thanks for buying it. I know you're a super big fan. I'm gonna do a thank you video later for you. You only gotta pay $2 to watch it, bro. It's the least you can do. I'm making it for you. So it'll be up later this week on my eBay account.
Did we ever tell a story about, because I think we were all hanging out together when Vince was doing like a live video on Twitter and Dallas was like, yo, show me your kitchen table.
Oh, yeah.
And Vince Russo was like, what is up with this dude? Why does he see my kitchen table, bro? Bro, here it is, bro.
He
Like,
literally stood up, went into his dining room, and showed the table. He's like, there it is, bro, okay? There it is. You wanted to see the table, bro? There it is. And he was like getting up to go pee or something like that.
He pissed on the video.
Yeah, he pissed on the video. So, yeah, that's Vince Russo for you.
Oh, my God.
So
good.
Classic. Classic.
Oh, man.
Well, we have an episode to do.
Oh, yeah. So, sorry, I'm befuddled now by Vince Russo. Maybe I can get Vince Russo to opener here for ICOPOD. Yo, bro, listen, bro, you're listening to ICOPOD, bro. But bro, I got a brand, bro. It's called like the opener would be 17 minutes long with him just saying bro all the time. And
he'd be going through angles.
Yeah.
He's just talking about his own shit.
He probably would.
Yeah.
That's all right. But yeah, let's get into the actual reason why we are here. Is for some WWF 1994 shenanigans. Now, as I had noted before we got on this tangent, there's only one piece of observer note to talk about, and that is that last week's edition of Raw, which was April 4th, did a 3.3 rating, which is great since it was competing with the NCAA basketball finals, which was the second most viewed final of all time at that point. So that is pretty good news.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
They would still get a 3.3.
Right. Okay.
Which, I mean, there's kind of, the 10-man tag and another, a Mania 10 rematch. Perfect's on it. I can see maybe why, but.
Yeah, but even still, I mean, that's pretty significant. Yeah. All right, cool. All right.
That's pretty good. As for house show notes, I'm going outside the box a little bit here, folks.
Boy. Oh, boy.
And that is because, well, the WWF didn't really have any house shows. As I had mentioned last week, they were mostly in Israel.
Yes.
So what I'm going to do, and actually I had forgotten to grab another one. I'm going to do this right now.
Okay.
On the air.
Okay. I think it was the tweets that threw you off your game, Bob.
Well, yeah, probably.
Vinny
well,
Roo.
Let's see, because I have one in my notes here. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm probably going to be able to find 2 other ones
Ooh.
that we could maybe talk about a little bit.
Okay.
So, as I just randomly talk to kind of fill any kind of dead air, maybe the longer that I draw things out before I find what I am looking for. Perfect. Great. So, did that one phenomenally. So let's start off with, let's see here. Which one do we want to do? All right, let's start with some Smoky Mountain Wrestling.
Oh.
So here's a house show
Okay.
that took place in Morristown, Tennessee
Okay.
at East High School. And that took place
boy.
on April 9th, 1994, in front of 550 fans.
Okay.
I'm probably going to already assume that Mr. Austin Skinner here is going to be like, oh, fuck this shit. I ain't going to go to it. But we might as well do it anyway. So it featured Mike Furness taking on the Hornet, Timothy Well and Stephen Dunn, also known as Well Done, taking on Tracy Smothers and Bobby Blaze, Smoky Mountain Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, the Dirty White Boy, defending against Prince Corris, Bob Armstrong squaring off against Jim Cornette in a lumberjack match. In the main event, saw Smoky Mountain Wrestling Tag Team Champions Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson defending against Chris Candido and Brian Lee.
Nah.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even go to that one either. I just was curious to see what they were doing.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah.
Prince Corris is easily one of the worst characters ever. He was like a mummy.
I was wondering, like, if that was somebody that we would know further along, or like what that was. So. Okay.
No, it was actually because the money guy for Smoky Mountain. I can't remember his name right now. He has a lot of money. It's gonna drive me nuts. I'm sure everybody's probably screaming, "It's this guy. His name is this," but I don't care. He wanted like a mummy. He told Jim Cornette, "I want a mummy." So Jim was like, "Well, I gotta do it," and he did it, and it was horrible.
Yikes. Well, yeah, I'm probably going to look for other sorts of entertainment for the night on that show.
Yeah, I would definitely skip that as well. But again, I just wanted to kind of be like, hey, since we don't have any WWF house shows to talk about, let's see what they were doing here. Here's another one. This time we're gonna go World Championship Wrestling. We are at Kansas City, Kansas.
Kemper Arena.
No.
Oh.
Although I don't know why it says Kansas, because I feel like it would just say Missouri, but all right. Well, Kansas City, Kansas. April 9th, 1994. In front of 2,000 fans. Arn Anderson taking on Bobby Eaton. WCW United States Champion Steve Austin defending against Brian Pillman. Kevin and Dave Sullivan taking on the WCW Tag Team Champions, the Nasty Boys, in a non-title match. WCW International World Champion Rick Rude defending against Ricky Steamboat. WCW Television Champion Lord Steven Regal defending against Sting in a non-title match. And the main event was WCW World Champion Ric Flair defending against Vader.
Yeah, I'm going to that show.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to that one as well. That's pretty strong.
Just for even like the main matches that are announced for the titles, like, yeah, those sound pretty good to me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, sign me up. I would probably. Where was this? Kansas City.
Yeah.
I would probably even consider first 5 rows for that one.
I would get floor seats for that. That's a strong house show.
Yeah,
for sure. The original house show that I was going to focus on before, I was like, hey, you know what? Why not? How about we do this? Is a USWA show, which again has had a partnership with WWF for about 2 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously this took place in Nashville, Tennessee on April 9th, 1994. It featured Leon Downs against the Colorado Kid, Ian and Axel Rotten against the Spellbinder and Jeff Gaylord. The Spiders taking on Leon Downs and Doug Gilbert. Brian Christopher in singles action against Eddie Gilbert. and USWA champion Jerry Lawler defending against Adam Bomb.
There's like 2 matches that I'd want to see.
Is it the last 2?
No.
The Rotten Brothers?
Wait, what was the match before the main event?
Christopher and Gilbert.
Okay, the last 2 then.
The
Yeah.
last 2,
Yeah.
I'm going to be going to WCW. So.
Absolutely. Sign me up. The other 2, skippable.
On to some syndication here. Now, last week, we had the thrilling encounter between Jeff Jarrett and Sparky Plug that also involved Doink. Hey, Austin.
Oh.
Wake up there.
Move on.
Well, this week we're back with it. That's right. On the April 9th edition of Superstars, Jeff Jarrett was again in singles competition against Sparky Plug in a rematch from last week. So let's get right into it because we're super excited about talking about it. Jarrett attacks Plug before the bell and knocks him to the floor off the middle rope. Jarrett drops Plug throat first across the guard railing and rams him head first onto the ring steps. Plug can't get anything going as he's sent into the ring post face first as well. Jeff comes off the middle rope to hit a fist drop and hits a snap suplex for a 2 count. Plug tries to battle back as he drops Jarrett with a back suplex. Sparky comes off the ropes to hit a crossbody, but Jarrett quickly kicks Plug to regain control. Sparky counters a suplex with one of his own. Plug punches Jarrett in midair as he jumped off the middle rope. Sparky has gotten a second win and drop kicks Jeff. Plug misses a middle rope elbow drop. Jarrett knees a charging Plug and rolls Sparky up with his feet on the ropes to get the win. But Dink, little old Dink, comes on down and tells the referee what happened. Jarrett attacks Plug and goes after Dink on the floor. Doink appears and he dumps water on Jarrett. And then Jarrett kind of just disgruntled with that whole thing. But I'm assuming that, the referee never changed any kind of decision. So it would look like the finish stands for Jeff Jarrett. So he gets some level of revenge, but still looks like an idiot because of Doink. Pretty similar to last week's episode. I'm not really sure how any of this benefits either one of them because it certainly does not. What did you think of this match?
I do want to highlight a couple things that I did like in this match compared to the last one we watched. Firstly, it was pretty evident that Jeff was really stepping up his aggression in this match, which I think is drastically needed from Jeff Jarrett. So that I appreciated right off the bat. Also, holy shit, what a game changer. He fucking pulls down the goofy looking collar torso thing. And then he just has like the long tights on. Looked 10 times better. Wish he would stop wearing that like lined top that he fucking wears. So that right off the bat, I was like, okay, more aggressive. He's in darker colors. He doesn't have the stupid chest thing on. I was into it. I was like, this is good, Jeff Jarrett. I want to see more of this. Enough of the other shit. As far as the match itself, it was a lot like last week. I mean, it was still pretty basic. Just kind of a lot of back and forth. Again, we get, the finish there. It's, dude, as soon as Dink came out again, I was like, can we not have just had that? Just had that happen last week. Like, we got to do that again. So again, we get the BS. Doink's hiding by the entrance, splashes the bucket of water on Jeff's face. It's like they really just want me to hate this shit. That's what it feels like. They're like, please don't like this. We're going to make you not like this or want to spend your money or your time watching this. That's what it feels like. And it sucks because, again, these guys do not this early need to be brushing elbows with Doink the Cancer. Because that's what he is. And here we are again this week. And if they're getting 3 chuckles in the crowd, they're going to ride it till the fucking end. And that's where we're at with it. So that sucks.
I have a feeling that Jarrett and Sparky could probably have good matches on the house shows.
Yes.
But I feel like it's going to be Jarrett versus Doink.
Yeah. It's going to be. It's obvious.
Yeah. I think you're absolutely right, too, that as long as we get a couple of laughs, it's like...
It's over.
We'll go with it.
Yeah. We got him.
Yeah, that's like me. I try to be a funny guy. But, you know, sometimes my jokes don't land, especially, you know, in a public setting or something. But let's say I'm in a room with 20 people and I see 2 people laughing. I'm going to focus on those 2 people. And that's what the WWF is doing. They're like, those 2 guys, all right, cool. We'll play to those guys. We'll ignore the other 18 that don't like it. But those 2, we'll go with it.
For me, like, same scenario, right? I drop a joke, 2 guys out of 20 are laughing. I ain't saying shit the rest of the night. My jokes are done. I learned my lesson real fucking quick.
Right.
That, hey, this ain't my crowd.
Right.
Not the WWF. No. They need one guy to exhale out of his nose hard, and they're like, fucking go with it. We heard that laugh. Don't play that off. We heard that laugh. And they're going to fucking ride it. And that's what we get.
I really hope we don't have to deal with another one of these kind of segments. I think 2 weeks is enough. Don't make it 3 and 4 and 5.
Yes. 2 is plenty.
Well, let's just get right into the show because that's the only other syndication that we have. That's the only syndication we have. We are back here with the April 11th, 1994 edition of Monday Night Raw from Utica, New York. And boy, we're live, pal.
Yes, finally.
So we open up the live broadcast with the fucking Bushwhackers begging the fans to vote for them to face the Quebecers. We also see Mount a Mission. And they're like, come on, guys. Yeah, we deserve another chance against the Quebecers. We got screwed at WrestleMania 10. I can't rap and I can't rhyme, but I'm going to do the crime or whatever. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. But they want to have a match with Jacques and Pierre because they lost at WrestleMania 10. Or they won by WrestleMania 10, just not the titles. And then the Smoking Guns got their little cowboy hat and the hi there, folks. See, we ain't done nothing much here for the past 4 months or so, but by golly, we deserve a shot of those tag titles, brother. So how about you get those guns out and you shoot a bullet right into our little faces there, and we can get ourselves a tag title shot here. All right, there, Billy. Thanks, Bart. All right, we'll see you later. Hope to see you in tonight's broadcast. Diggity.
Dude, it was literally like that. And the best part is, like, you can tell they're all in the same room.
They're like right next to each other.
It's right next to each other. Like, it's so stupid. It's like the shower room of a locker room. It's like all tiled. It's like, you know, it's one after the other. It's like, all right, next. All right, next team, come on in. It's like, come on, dude. Are you fucking kidding me? So stupid, so cheesy. I didn't want to vote for any of the teams that were shown after this.
No.
I just wanted to text Zero to talk to the operator and say, hey, can you give me some better fucking teams to vote for here?
I would have liked Scott Steiner to storm into that room and just beat the living shit out of everybody. And he would have looked at the camera like, fuck these guys. Vote for the Steiner Blast. Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Like, fuck yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. They just have Rick Steiner just scratching his head like, yeah, well, okay, whatever Scotty said.
Yeah, dude, that would have been worth my fucking $1.49.
Sign me up.
Yeah, but that's not what we got.
That did not happen.
No,
just in case anybody's wondering. Oh my god, that sounds amazing. It did not happen.
No.
We get a Raw opening video, and then we go to the arena where Vince McMahon and Randy Savage welcome everyone to the show. McMahon hypes up the WWF World Tag Team title match that will be taking on later tonight. Of course, we don't know who's fighting. I mean, sure, the Quebecers are there, but we don't know who's challenging them yet. But what we do know is our first match of the evening. And let me tell you right now, on my couch, listen, I'm ready. Cool. This is great. It's Big Daddy Cool Diesel taking on soon to be the number one contender for the WWF Intercontinental Championship. Yo, bro! Virgil.
Dude, when he came out, I popped.
I'm like, listen. 'Cause if I
Oh,
remember correctly, he got an entrance.
oh, he got an entrance.
Fuck yeah. So I'm like, if he was just in the ring standing around, I'd be like, fuck, Virgil's gonna lose. But no, they were like, yo, play his music.
He got entrance number 2.
That's when you know
That's
that
when you
he's going
know,
over.
bro. Oh my
It's
gosh.
like, yo, bro, I'm going over. Give me the gold.
I love that Virgil basically is like Super Mario when he gets a fucking like star and he's like impervious to shit and just goes on a rampage and just kills everybody.
It's the best Virgil.
That's what happened.
That's what we saw months ago against Adam Bomb. He was like, listen, I'm going to do a springboard 450 to the floor, and you're not going to be able to catch me because I'm fucking Virgil.
He throws caution to the wind.
He doesn't give a fuck.
It's awesome. He literally goes on a shoot for at least a minute and a half every match lately.
Yeah.
He's just shooting.
When I saw this, him coming out, I was like, he is going to fucking power bomb Diesel. And he's going to be the new bodyguard for Shawn Michaels.
I was expecting a corkscrew plancha, I'll be honest with you.
And I'm like, dude,
I'm fucking ready.
Let's go. If I was working for the WWF, I would have sabotaged him just by giving him like videos of Sabu and like, here's a new move that like this guy did in Japan. And Virgil like, yo, bro, I can do that. And like have him go out there and just break his neck every time because he can't do the move.
I fucking love it.
I was jacked up, man. I was like, let's fucking go. Virgil is gonna fucking dominate this match. So excited. So let's get right into it. Here we go. Diesel works on Virgil early on in the corner with some right hands and knees. Virgil avoids an attack in the corner and begins to work on the left arm of Diesel. Diesel takes Virgil down with a big side slam, short arm clothesline by Diesel, and he locks in a bear hug to control him. Virgil battles out of it, and he leaps right back into a bear hug. Diesel delivers several forearm shots to the lower back, and he goes back to the bear hug. Virgil again fights out and takes Diesel down with a leaping clothesline. Diesel nails Virgil with a big boot and signals for the end. Unfortunately, Diesel is able to pick up Virgil and then just destroys my hopes and dreams by hitting the jackknife powerbomb, and he wins the match pretty fucking easily. And just as I was excited about, oh, hey, here comes Virgil, I'm now equally as pissed off because number one, Virgil didn't do anything off like the middle rope or anything. Most of the match was a fucking bear hug. So Virgil can't even shoot on him. That was probably the whole idea. I bet you Pat Patterson and Vince were probably like, listen, Virgil's been going nuts. So,
we need you to cool him off, Big D.
Yeah. So the layout of the match is like, it's a 4-minute match. So like 2.5 minutes, just bear hug him.
Yeah.
Because if you got your arms around him, he can't fucking do those springboards that Sabu was doing.
He can't do that Japanese shit.
Yeah. I really hope that Virgil's on those Japanese house shows because could you imagine him and like Hakushi just doing aerial attacks on each other? It'd be great.
Oh my God. Yeah, as far as this match here, Bob, I was a little disappointed we didn't get the Virgil flurry.
Pissed.
As we sometimes do.
Fucking bullshit.
Although seeing Diesel sell for Virgil a couple times was pretty fucking funny. Because even with like a foot stomp, the eye poke,
even like the wrist control, and Diesel's like, "Oh, he's twisting my." I'm like, "Come on."
Yeah, dude.
Realistically, is Virgil really hurting him? Probably not.
Yeah, it was so funny, so funny, and even like the strikes, like Virgil was hitting these weak ass strikes, and Nash is selling them like it's fucking Undertaker hitting them. It's awesome. It's so funny. Really not much here for the match. Diesel does hit a brutal fucking big boot and then kills him with the jackknife powerbomb. He gets the pin with the 1 foot on the chest and that whole deal.
Total disrespect.
Total disrespect. Shawn was being a little distracting on the outside. He kept like trying to get on camera and stuff. He's yelling. He's in like Virgil's face every time the camera's on Virgil ringside. So he was kind of a little bit much. I wish the spotlight would have been off Shawn a little bit more. But all in all, I mean, you can't deny that something has definitely kind of shifted and that Diesel is going to be a major player probably pretty soon.
Well, anytime you beat Virgil,
then you know.
you know that you're destined for great things. Of course, that didn't happen with Adam Bomb.
Well, that's true.
But that's because Virgil was always the star.
Virgil
Adam
got the
Bomb.
better of Adam Bomb, though. So
That's true. Like he was the one that was doing top rope, suicide dives. For this. You know what I mean? In this one, he didn't get anything in. Really.
If he would have got on a roll, dude,
I'm
it's
telling
fucking
you.
over.
Oh my god! I feel like after this, I have to watch nothing but Virgil matches on YouTube, just so I can see him doing springboard fucking planchas and shit.
So funny.
What's funny is I'm pretty sure in I think it was I think it was called NWC in Las Vegas.
Okay.
In like 94, 95, like Virgil wrestled for them, and there was a match. And you're gonna laugh. When I saw this written as being a match that occurred, I died laughing because just the visual of it baffles me. Like, how could this possibly have happened? It was a triple threat steel cage Texas death match, last man standing thing, right? I'm just like, okay, that's intriguing because it has Terry Funk, which that's fucking normal. Okay, it's Terry Funk.
You better be in it.
Terry Funk, Sabu, and Virgil.
No fucking way.
I swear to God. And I'm like,
why?
I don't know. I was like, there's no way that this guy. There's just no way. Let me look it up for you.
Have you watched it before?
I don't think any footage of it exists.
Oh, damn it.
Otherwise, I'd be playing that on a loop.
Oh, son of a bitch. That sounds absolutely fucking hilarious.
I don't even know if it was called NWC now. God damn it.
I have no idea. I've never even heard of that match.
It was just awful.
That's fucking hilarious. And I really hope that you can find that. Because that sounds like an absolute gem of a match. Unforgettable, some might say.
I mean, that is good. That should be the new Holy Grail.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if that was ever recorded.
Fucking Virgil.
I think it was the NWC, right?
Shit.
You know what? The quickest way for me to find this.
Cage match?
Yep.
There you go.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Cage match.
Virgil.
While Bob looks this up, really, that's kind of all we got out of the match here. We did follow this up with like the weird guy in bed promo where he doesn't want to bang the girl. He gets up to watch Raw on Monday night.
Which still blows my mind. I will always say that if I ever do that,
kill me.
Kill me now. Okay, so so I found what I was talking about.
Does it have the length?
Oh my God, it does.
Can I guess it?
But hang on a minute. So I was kind of off.
Okay.
On my description here.
Okay.
Of exactly what it was. Now it wasn't too far off, but I was off. And actually, and when we get there in timeline, we'll bring it up again, just because it's going to be hilarious to talk about it. So it is the NWC, and it was Las Vegas, Nevada, and it was a 4-way steel cage weapons stretcher match for the NWC Heavyweight Championship, which was held by Sabu.
Okay.
Okay, we try to keep a straight face here. So Sabu defending against Cactus Jack, which, hey, yeah, that makes sense. Cool. Mr. Hughes.
Oh, no.
And Virgil. So I was wrong about Terry Funk. I remember Terry Funk being in the company.
Oh my God.
So I do want to point out that Virgil did in fact wrestle Terry Funk in a singles match.
Okay.
In this company. But all right, so you want to guess the time of the match. Guess the time of this fatal 4-way steel cage weapon stretcher match.
28 minutes.
If we were only that lucky.
Longer?
Yes.
Oh my God. We need to watch that.
This needs to be seen.
We need to watch that immediately.
You want me to tell you how long it was?
Yes.
So you said 28 minutes and how long?
28 minutes.
20 minutes. Yeah. Well, it went for 35 minutes and 7 seconds.
Oh. I thought 28 minutes was too long.
Oh my god.
Dude, you need to find that.
I don't think it was I don't think it was filmed.
Man. That is a miscarriage of justice if I've ever heard one.
That is the new Holy Grail. Now, of course, this is the main event for that show.
Oh, sure. Yeah. With that star power? Absolutely.
What do you think the attendance was for that show?
300.
1,300.
Are you shitting me?
No.
Holy fuck. Yeah, we need to if that's a thing, we need to see that.
I really hope that can be found.
Dude, holy shit, man.
And so you want let's just talk about this for a minute. Who do you think was the first person eliminated?
Mr. Hughes.
Yes.
Okay.
After 13 minutes.
Oh. Okay.
Who do you think was eliminated second?
It's got to be Virgil.
It was.
Okay.
After 21 minutes.
Oh my god.
Who do you think was the final elimination?
I'm going to go with Cactus won the match.
No, Cactus was the last person eliminated after 35 minutes and 7 seconds.
Oh, man.
But the idea that Virgil was in a 4-way steel cage weapons stretcher match for 21 minutes is the new Holy Grail for me.
He was probably the star of the match.
How could he not? Right. I'm envisioning this guy jumping off the top of the cage with like a trash can. Yeah, he probably did a trash can covered 450 splash off of the top of the cage through 2 tables onto everybody. And if he didn't, what a horribly missed opportunity.
That match goes down like just a smooth milkshake. You just want to drink that all in.
This needs to be seen. This has to have been recorded.
Oh my dear God. There's got to be fan cam footage.
There has
something of that.
There's got to be.
That's one of the funniest things I've ever heard in my life. That's a match. I don't know if we can top that. Maybe we should just call the episode right here. I don't know where to go from here.
Oh my God.
First, Vince Russo selling paintings for $500. Then we get into fucking Virgil being a deathmatch fucking legend. I don't know, man. This has been quite an episode, and we're only one match in.
Okay, so remember that. So remember that Virgil match I was talking about with Terry Funk?
Yes.
Well, that had a stipulation to it as well.
Okay.
It was a branding iron match.
Oh dear God.
And guess what?
Tell me Virgil won.
No, I don't believe he won. But it is on YouTube.
Ooh.
In fact, we might have to do a live watch of this.
Oh my God.
Because holy hell, man.
We need the fucking fatal. We need to find that fatal.
We need to find. I just went on YouTube and I typed in Virgil NWC, and it came up with NWC Total Chaos, which has 772 views, which is clearly not enough for the Virgil Terry Funk branding iron match.
Oh, that needs millions.
For 100,000%.
Oh dear God.
Mind you, this is the same company. I don't want to spend too much time on this because people came here for other reasons. But this is the same company in which Virgil feuded with Jim Neidhart, and Jim Neidhart was dressed as a KKK member.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, it was real life. That happened.
Oh dear.
And I think Virgil lost the match. That just gives you an idea of priorities.
No. Well, that got fucked up real quick.
Yeah. So if anybody is in Las Vegas and maybe look in your basement, your attic. Who knows? Maybe the guy that used to run that promotion lived in your house and he has all the tapes in the attic that nobody goes up to. And that just happens to be a videotape.
You better upload that
You
shit
better upload it
pronto.
real quick because that is currently my new holy grail. Bret Hart, Tom McGee, that's been found. The Great Battle or the Battle of Atlanta, that's been found. That fatal 4-way steel cage weapon stretcher match.
Weapon stretcher.
Which is the match you would make up when you're like 8 years old, just putting matches together. But that actually happened in reality.
Holy Christ.
Needs to be found.
Dude.
Pronto.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. We know it's going to be great. We just need proof. We already know it's good.
Yeah.
We just need to prove it to everybody else. Dude, oh my gosh.
I don't know how we can move on. That's like the peak of the podcast. Nothing's going to top this.
I know. That's fucking awesome. That's awesome. So keep your ICOPOD fans, keep your eyes peeled. And if you find it, I don't care if you have to Facebook message us. I don't care if you have to email us. I don't care if you have to open up AIM Instant Messenger and send a message to us with the link in it. Get that video to us and we will watch it for you because we need to see it. We got to see it.
Oh my God. All right. So while Virgil's push here in the WWF is clearly coming to an end, Diesel dethroning him pretty quickly. I'm still going to hold out hope that Virgil can rise up in the ranks again. And hopefully by the 1995 Royal Rumble, maybe he'll win it. And
the
Yo Bro movement can continue on. Maybe this July 4th in 1994, Virgil will slam Yokozuna.
Can you please get
It'll
Virgil?
be the Yo Bro Express.
Can you please get Virgil to do an opening for us? Please pay him like $100.
I was gonna say I would pay him a pretty penny for him to be like, hey, fuck money, bros. It's me, Virgil. Gotta love my Olive Garden sauce, bro. Right, yeah. So like I main evented 6 WrestleManias and like things and like I beat Hogan once. So yeah, it's me, Virgil. You're listening to what's the name of this podcast? ICOPOD. Yeah, you gotta
listen to it, bro.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. All right. And then you can be like, how do I turn this off? Okay.
Yeah.
Right. What the fuck? Where's the X button? I don't. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Virgil.
Yes, that needs to happen.
Yeah, I would keep all of it in every time we used it.
Like, absolutely.
Where's the button?
Absolutely. All right, I got to reposition here.
I got to regain my composure.
Yeah, I got to straighten out my shirt, put my boner away after talking about Virgil for the last 20 minutes.
Everything that I say after this, I want it to be clear that it's going to lack enthusiasm because nothing will top what we just talked about.
Yeah, we did. We just peaked. We peaked.
Yeah. At least we know this is our fall from grace. All right. Well, Vince McMahon and Randy Savage again promote the WWF World Tag Team Championship match that we'll be seeing later tonight. Of course, again, we still don't know who the fuck we're seeing. McMahon mentions that Men on a Mission had in fact beaten the Quebecers for the titles in England, but then lost them back to the Quebecers 2 days later in England.
So they're losers.
So we could have gone our entire lives and never have known anything had happened. But he made sure to point out to us that your top, that your favorite tag team there? Yeah, Man on Mission. Well, they won the belts. Yeah, great. Yeah, but then they lost it 48 hours later. You never saw them on TV as champions. But hey,
get your vote in.
But get your vote in because those loser guys, they could win them here tonight.
Good. Yeah.
I don't know if they know how to promote people correctly.
No.
They won it, but
it's like the opposite.
Not very long. They lost them right back to them. All right, great.
Fuck.
And I bet you it was fucking Mo. Mo probably got pinned, that bastard. Fucking Mo. If Mabel had Virgil as a champ, as a fucking part,
on.
Yeah. What are we doing?
Hello.
That should be, I feel like if we've talked about this before, Virgil should be like, yo, Mabel. Yo, bro. Mo? I don't think so.
No.
Be with the yo, bro, Virgil. Come on, bro. And he'd be like, yo, you're totally right. You're taller. You're also bald. What are we waiting for?
He'd be like, yo, Mo? No.
No Momo.
Yes.
I'm going to tie everything to fucking Virgil. Moving
You know,
forward.
Virgil would.
Did you know that Virgil was related to Brett and Owen? So this should be a triple threat.
he's like the bastard Hart brother.
I mean, Stu was gone quite a bit. Helen all by herself. Just saying.
And I'm pretty sure I saw New Jack walking out of their house one time. He's saying something about a motherfucker, so I don't know.
Oh God! All right. Okay, so Jerry Lawler's
lead, dude. I'm
going to try to get through this. This is going to be torture. Jerry Lawler's music hits, and the King comes out to the ring, carried out to the ring by several jobbers, none of which are Virgil.
No,
Lawler,
but actually, I did recognize a few. We had Dwayne Gill. We had D'Lo Brown.
I was going to say, yeah, D'Lo Brown's. Well, AC Connors, technically. D'Lo Brown was not known.
Yeah. And then the two guys in the back, I didn't get a good look at their face to see them. So I don't know.
Yeah. I do remember the chubby AC Connors, though. So.
Yes.
Lawler stands up on his platform, but then falls off. And then all the jobbers check on the King, who is like holding his head, kind of like, what the hell's going on? Clearly a setup, intentional.
Yes.
Kind of, I guess, funny. If not in a Jerry Lawler way, it's funny. Back from a commercial, Lawler says that it was not funny when he fell off the platform, and that he has his own chair in the ring and a couch for his guest on King's Court. And guess who his fucking guest is? No, it's not goddamn Virgil. Should have been, but it's not. It's not New Jack. It's not Helen Hart. It's not Stu Hart. It is a loser, though. A guy that can't win a damn match to save his life. Doesn't know how to pick a special referee. Couldn't ask a girl out on a date. Had to pick between a flute, a trumpet, or playing football. And his dad was like, you're doing all of them, man. He's never taken steroids. Was an NFL star despite never playing a goddamn down in the NFL. Okay.
Dad said he was doing all of them.
Yeah. Straight A's. Dean's List 4.0.
He had it rough.
Tough life, man. My dad was very supportive and everything. Wanted me to be well-rounded. Tough guy, though. Just wanted to play my Super Nintendo, and he was like, no, son. Go play football. And I was like, oh, fine, Dad.
I guess I'll be an athlete.
I didn't have any friends. I had to talk to people. That was rough.
Right. I don't know. Oh, good old Lex.
If you couldn't guess who we're talking about, is in fact Lex Luger.
Yeah.
And Luger comes out to a fairly mild babyface reaction. It's kind of like a polite, like, oh yeah, okay, hey Lex. Yeah, you got like the red, white, and blue on. I guess we can like you.
Yeah, we know we're supposed to cheer for you, so we will.
Yeah. The guy holding up the sign saying cheer. We're gonna do that.
Yeah.
We're pretty good at paying attention to direction.
Right.
Luger comes out. He's laughing at Jerry Lawler because, Luger has a sense of humor, I guess.
Does he?
I guess. That's probably what it says in the script. It probably goes, Lex, laugh. And he's probably like, do I say that or do I do that?
That's why his laugh on the mic is literally, ha, 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 ha.
This is from my acting coach. Luger sarcastically compliments Lawler for his style of the show. And then Luger takes a seat in Lawler's chair, which Lawler doesn't find to be all that funny. So Lawler tries to get some revenge by mentioning Mr. Perfect and that he believes that Luger has a grudge, or that Perfect has a grudge on Luger.
Mm-hmm.
So he says that at WrestleMania, Luger was out of line and rightfully disqualified. Lawler shows footage from WrestleMania 10 where Luger hit Cornette and Fuji. Luger admits to making mistakes in the past, which may be his way of saying, hey, yeah, I did take steroids. That was a mistake in the past.
That I lied.
That I lied. It's okay. But we're gonna blanket that by addressing it as WrestleMania 10. But in theory, it's all of his other life decisions.
Covers everything, yeah.
Yeah. However, he says that Mr. Perfect should have told him personally that he had a problem with him and not to do it in a coward way and prevent Luger from achieving his goal of winning the WWF World Championship. So Lex is still showing off that he's not a Dean's List intelligence guy. Even Siri right now, again,
He's talking shit.
is talking shit about Lex Luger.
Right.
Because again, Lex, if you hit a guy with a metal fucking forearm a year ago, they're not going to forget. Okay. And if that same guy that you hit with a fucking metal forearm has an opportunity to screw you over on pay-per-view, he's probably going to fucking do it. Because Yokozuna didn't hit him with a metal forearm.
Right.
No. So, of course, Luger finishes off by saying, I want Mr. Perfect in the ring. It's going to go down. I'm going to win 1, 2, 3. That's not a direct quote. That's how I'm interpreting it. So what did you think of this whole segment with Luger and Lawler?
I think it was pretty fucking painful. None of the comedy was over. It felt like they were just going with it. Like there was no points that were made. Lawler was off his game because Lawler didn't provide me with any entertainment during this. And just some of the shit Lex is saying here is hilarious. He go, oh, I don't cry over spilt milk, even though he does and has to beg for second and third chances all the time. Mm-hmm. He's saying, oh, I'm just dying for Perfect to agree to get back in the ring. It just, really? Are you? Are you really? Some good stuff here from Savage too. He's basically just mocking out this entire thing. He says he's going to need a copy of Lawler's fall for his VHS machine back home so that he can show everybody when people come over to visit his house. I thought that was a pretty nice little dated reference there, a VHS machine, for the tape. It's just, yeah, this wasn't good. I don't think any of it was good. The fall was stupid and not funny because it was obvious. Lawler really just wasn't on his humor game as he usually is. And Lex was it just felt like a hollow segment. Just nothing really, no real meat in this promo. Just kind of like sides. You're getting the side dishes here. So.
To me, Lex Luger is like a drywall.
Yeah.
Like you could go see a stand-up comedian with 5,000 people. Lex Luger would be the guy in the front row, not laughing at anything.
I don't get it.
I don't get it.
God.
My dad didn't teach me humor.
It's the one thing he didn't care about when I was growing up.
Yeah. He only cared about the fucking flute and steroids.
Yeah, not good. And the fact that King couldn't even save it, then you're in trouble.
Yeah, and I don't know, man. Luger for sure. He's dropping down for me. I don't even want to see him on TV anymore. I'm done.
You want him fired?
Sure.
Oh.
Fuck it.
I don't know if I'd go that far yet.
Get rid of him. Who needs him?
Yikes.
I would seriously next week, okay, show up to Raw. Be like, hey, Lex, this isn't working out.
Okay. You're done.
And we're gonna
finish
you.
you.
I know we have 3 years left on your deal. But to be honest with you, nobody in here wants to deal with you for 3 more years.
We're going to finish you up tonight.
So luckily, there's no guaranteed money, so you're fired. Hit the fucking bricks. By the way, we had Henning. He slashed all your fucking tires on that rental. And remember when we told you not to get any insurance because we'll cover it? Well, now that you're fired, yeah, you're fucked on that. So have fun paying off that bill. And then Luger will be like, wait a minute. So like, who's gonna be in my angle now? And then they'll be like, you see that guy over there? And then Lex is gonna turn around. He's gonna be like, yeah, and be Virgil, and he's gonna be like, we don't look anything alike. And that's when Virgil goes into his tights, gets a blonde wig, puts it on, and he's just like, yo, bro, I'm Lex Luger. And you go from there. So then then Virgil can come out and he can just be like, oh, hey guys, yeah. And then he can just pretend to be Lex Luger. Because then like skin tone, I mean, Luger, if he tanned enough, would get there anyway. So we can just play it off like Virgil is Lex Luger. They're pretty much on par in ring, so no one would really fucking know. And
Lex wishes he was as jacked as fucking Virgil is.
Exactly. So then Mr. Perfect can be like, hey Lex, you've changed a little bit since last time I saw you. Yeah. And then Virgil can be like, yo, bro, been in the gym, bro, for this moment, bro.
I'm dying to get you in the ring.
Yeah, bro.
You know, you did that thing to me at WrestleMania. I still ain't happy about it. Don't ask me what it was, but I'm mad.
I'm none too happy about that.
So I'll see you at whatever the next pay-per-view is.
Yeah.
Okay, see
what is it called? Great American Bash or something like? No? Okay.
Mrs. McMahon, what's that? What do I say?
Yeah. Is this that steel cage 4-way barbed wire steel cage death match thing? With Cactus and Hughes or what?
Oh no, that ain't it.
Oh, that ain't it? Oh shit. All right. Well. We'll do.
Holy shit. That would have been better than what we got here for sure.
Yeah, this was just bad. It was really bad.
It was bad.
So let's just carry on from it. I'm dreading the idea of Luger Perfect for the next 3 or 4. I'm gonna rip my eyeballs out.
Yeah, and they're not helping their case.
No.
Like they're trying to, okay, we give Perfect a chance. Doesn't sell it for me. Give Lex a chance with Jerry Lawler. Fucking King's Court. Doesn't sell it for me.
It got worse.
It got worse. So I don't know, man. I don't know where we go from here.
I don't know, man.
Just send Doink in at this point.
Oh God. That actually sounds more pleasant than that. Yeah, you're okay. Maybe we have a new cancer. It's Lex Luger. All right. Well, Vince McMahon continues to hype up the World Tag Team title match that we still don't know who's wrestling, and we're more than halfway through the fucking show. So this is great marketing.
Yay.
We go to our second match where it's Sparky Plug taking on Barry Horowitz.
I was rooting for Barry.
I'm all about Barry.
I was rooting for him.
I'm supportive of guy. I am going to support any guy that believes in himself.
Yeah.
And Barry Horowitz definitely believes in himself.
Right.
Plug hits several hip tosses, arm drags, and a drop kick to start off the match. Mr. Perfect calls in because, why not? We got to focus more on this bullshit.
Here we go.
He calls in and he dismisses the idea that he ever had a motive to screw over Luger at WrestleMania, although he most certainly does have a motive. So he's a great liar. Horowitz hits a reverse DDT, but Plug fights back and he manages to hit the top rope knee drop for the victory.
Yeah, it just felt like this whole match was only here to fill the moving pictures while Perfect called in. He basically says, if Luger has some kind of problem, which if he doesn't know Luger has a problem with him at this point, he must be Mr. fucking dimwit because Luger's made it pretty clear at this point. He says he's not sure what Lex's deal is. Again, he should probably know what Lex's deal is at this point. And he says that, now he's just he's in over his head. He's running his mouth about challenging me in matches and all this stuff. And Savage chimes in and says that, you're talking real tough for a guy who must have transportation problems this week because you needed to call into Raw over a telephone. I was like, oh shit. Vince asks, where Perfect was. Perfect brushes it off, tells him, both not to worry about it. Savage again pipes in and goes, you're probably reffing a little league game somewhere. And Perfect says to Savage that, you don't want to light this fire with me, Savage. Don't get me going. And he says that next time Luger runs his mouth, he's going to slap it. And that the WWF has wrestling in the middle of its name. And that's what he does best and better than anybody else. And everybody knows it. So, again, we really didn't get much from Mr. Perfect. They're trying to portray it as this personal feud. And this, there's all this personal heat. It just doesn't feel like that at all. It feels forced.
Well, yeah, and I feel like the majority of the audience probably doesn't even remember what the issue is because it was a year ago. It's similar to Jannetty and Michaels. When their heat was definitely in 92 and then they waited far too long. Yeah, far too long to really capitalize on it.
I mean, yeah.
Nor do I don't really think that Perfect and Luger really ever had nuclear heat to capitalize on.
No.
But the context and the meaning of it.
Marty and Sean did.
That, yes, they did. But these guys are just the time has passed each other. So
yes, and it's blatantly obvious. Again, it just feels like they're both mailing it in. And we just started. We're just kicking this back off. So I don't know, man. The match itself, I really didn't have too many notes on. Plug basically just seemed like he got a meaningless win. So cool. Golf clap.
Yep. Definitely a meaningless win. Hey, at least he won one instead of having to
clean win.
The referee didn't see this or whatever. It's nice to know that Sparky can win a goddamn match.
Right. In between two, because I know you don't have it noted, we got the Tatanka Ico Pro ad.
Yes. I did not have that noted.
Yeah, I know you didn't.
Okay, great. We go backstage where Johnny Polo and the WWF World Tag Team Champions, the Quebecers, are yelling at people who are answering the phones to kind of find out who the challengers will be in a few minutes.
Which is fair.
That seems more than reasonable. And then we see all three teams are in the same locker room, hoping that they get the chance to win the titles. And that brings us now to the main event. It's the WWF World Tag Team Champions, the Quebecers, defending against Men on a Mission.
Oop, there it is. Yeah, no shocker here. Gee, can't imagine who called that last week.
Yeah. Anybody ever. I just want to point out here that neither Randy Savage or Vince McMahon had actually picked Men on a Mission.
Right.
To be there. So that alone is a giveaway that is going to be Men on a Mission.
Yes. I wasn't into it.
I would have been into the Guns.
Yeah.
Have the Guns win the straps.
Right.
Have them fight the Head Shrinkers.
Could.
So wrong. I don't understand. But no, here we go. Men on a Mission. It's a WrestleMania 10 rematch for the second week in a row. So here we go. Jacques goes for the sneak attack, but he accidentally nails Johnny Polo off the apron.
Oh, what a confused moment.
Unbelievable. Never saw that one coming. We come back from a commercial where the Quebecers are controlling Mo. Again, shocker. Mo crotches Pierre on the top rope, and then he shakes the ropes. Mabel gets the tag, and he drops a leg across the back of Pierre. Mabel misses a running splash in the corner, which allows Jacques to get the tag, and he works over the left knee of Mabel with several boots. Pierre re-enters, and he tries to knock Mabel off his feet, but he's unable to. Double vertical suplex on Pierre. Jacques works on Mo with slaps and several boots. Pierre chokes Mo with the corner rope behind the referee's back. We come back from another commercial break. Jacques backdrops Pierre onto Mo for a near fall. Quebecers drop Mo across the top rope, and Jacques gets a 2 count. Pierre with another near fall following a clothesline. Pierre goes to leap onto the back of Mo for a second time, but is backdropped over the top to the floor. Mo is unable to make the tag to Mabel. Mo does tag in Mabel, but Jacques distracts the referee, avoiding the tag. Seconds later, Mabel gets the legal tag and clotheslines the champs. Mabel backdrops Pierre and clotheslines Pierre over the top. Mabel misses a big splash attempt on Jacques, who isn't the legal man anyway. Pierre leaps off the top and connects with a shoulder block to knock Mabel down. Jacques tries to sneak Pierre onto Mabel, but the referee saw that, so that's not allowed. Mabel nearly wins the match. Mabel with a big splash in the corner, and Mo has an inside cradle, but Jacques reverses it, so Pierre is on top, but only gets a near fall. Mo is sent to the floor, and he hits his head on the guard railing in just a comedy moment where he blatantly had to back himself into the guard railing to hit his head.
Oh, yeah.
Mabel scoop slams Johnny on the floor as Mo suffers the senton splash by Pierre. Pierre covers Mo, and he wins the match. So the Quebecers have retained the titles. What did you think of this monumental, historic WrestleMania 10 rematch?
I got tired just listening to you read it.
Sounds about right.
I think my favorite part of the whole match was before the bell even rang, because I'm surprised you didn't note this, to be honest. So, Men on a Mission come out. And mind you, they do the whole drama where they turn the lights down in the arena. They got the spotlights going around. They go, oh, shit, who's it going to be? They fucking come out. Oscar's fucking singing per usual. They get in the ring. Oscar continues his little number. And then he keeps going and going and going. And Vince at one point is like, all right, let's get this going here. And then again, Vince is like, all right, Oscar, let's get this match underway here. And then Oscar's mic gets cut off. So I don't know if he just wasn't getting the cue to like, dude, wrap it up, or Vince was just over it, because as soon as Oscar's mic gets cut off, he's checking like the on and off button and he's looking at his watch. He's like adjusting his watch and fucking with the microphone. So I thought that was hilarious, that either like Vince was like, all right, damn it, cut it. Like that's enough, because it did feel like it was just going on and on and on.
I must have just tuned out.
Yeah. So I thought
because anytime I see Oscar coming out to rap, I'm just like, I'll wait.
Yeah, no, right. And usually I do too.
Yeah.
But again, once they got in the ring, and as soon as I heard Vince go, all righty, let's get this going here, he had to say something like twice more before they finally cut him off.
That's pretty good.
So I really, really enjoyed that. Pretty much the opposite for the match. I didn't give a fuck about it. I don't think, and even sometimes, like, especially Quebecer matches, as much as I hate them, they do get to shine, most times. Really, it felt like a Men on a Mission match, which is even worse, in my opinion. So I was just really had no interest in it. There was like all the little false finishes and blah, blah, blah. The reverse cradles. It was like they were just trying to out-cheat each other the whole match, which, again, zero interest for me. Sick of screwed finishes, and as an understatement at this point. I think it's so overplayed that when a clean victory comes, it's like refreshing. Like, oh my God, he's got a clean victory on this card. So yeah, I just really had no interest. I don't like either team. And I'm hoping this is the last time they ever fight, ever, and a day, forever and a day. I hope that they never fight again. Don't think I'm going to get that lucky, but it is what it is. I did like that Polo was laying kicks into Mo on the outside, and then Mabel chases him away. Like, oh, fuck that. I ain't dealing with that guy. And it's also good that Mo was the one to get pinned, because fuck Mo. So at least we got that.
Yeah, Mo's always the guy that's going to get pinned.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Yeah.
I thought it was like okay, like a decent little match. The finish was obviously going to happen. I saw that coming a mile away.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was okay. I'm glad that there was an actual finish instead of like a count out or disqualification or something.
Right.
We get a video promoting a match for next week's edition of Raw. Dun, 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 dun.
The
Bret
Hitman.
Hart.
Yeah.
The Hitman, Bret Hart. Bum, 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 bum. The fighting champion that we all deserve. Bum, 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 bum. Taking on dun, 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 dun. The Great Muta ripoff. Bum, 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 bum. Quang. Dum, bum, 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 bum. Next week on Raw.
I was just like, come on, for real?
So if you couldn't guess by what I just did there, it's going to be WWF World Champion Bret Hart in action against Quang.
What's Quang done to fight the fucking WWF champ?
I was just about to say that. I have
Come
no idea.
on.
I don't. Did it say it was for the title?
Well, it doesn't matter.
I hope it's not for the title. Could you imagine if Quang wins the WWF World? If this was for the WWF World Championship, that fucking Quang wins the belt. No,
I'm just so confused.
I don't understand.
Okay, you bring this guy in, fucking Quang, right? You bring him in. You're gonna push him as this martial arts fucking genius, right? You're trying to make him look cool. He's do like posing, all this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Why in his second, third match that we've seen is he fighting the WWF champion and losing?
Well, I think you're assuming, because I think if it's non-title, this is the moment where Quang's gonna go over.
There's no fucking way.
He's gonna hold the championship over his head. He's gonna be like spitting stuff out. He's just like, Bret Hart's dead. Harvey Whippleman's gonna be like, I told you guys I could manage the winner. And then you're gonna deal with like Owen Hart. No, fuck him, man. He's a mid card now. Quang is the guy.
No Quang you.
Was that believable? Or?
No Quang you.
No. Oh, okay, yeah, no Quang you. Wow, that's real. That's real creative.
I don't get it. I don't get it. Anybody else? Why? Oh, why? Why Adam Bomb? Put Adam Bomb in there.
Just to lose again?
Yeah.
Okay, great. I mean, you might as well. Fucking
Quang?
Yeah.
No.
I hope it goes 15 minutes. There's 4 commercial breaks. And then and Quang wins with a handful of tights.
Can I just break down his name for you really quick?
Yeah, sure.
The name Quang, when I hear that noise, Quang, I think of when Yokozuna's acting like an idiot and he stumbles out to the ring. Outside the ring, he falls out and he's stumbling around ringside and then hits his head on the fucking corner post.
Yeah.
And that's the noise it makes. Quang.
Quang.
Like that's where they got the name from. It's like when Yokozuna hits his Quang right off the fucking post. Like, so there you go. That's the name you get. I just fuck it. What is he gonna do? Well, all right, what's his gimmick? Gee, boss, you ever seen that weird Japanese guy? What's his name? The Great Motor? Yeah, let's make him that. Well, we can't paint his face. I'll put a mask on him.
Yeah, it's fine.
Whatever. Okay, that's what we're doing. Sweet. What's his name? Hey, boss, you ever seen Yokozuna stumble outside the ring and his head on a ring post? Let's call him Quang. Yeah. I love it.
That's terrific.
That's
Have him
good
beat
shit.
Bret Hart. Have him hit the Hitman. Have him beat him. 3rd match in. I love it. We should have Yokozuna be afraid of Quang because he knows that's the sound his face makes when he hits the ring post. So he does what he's terrified of him.
Good shit. Good shit. No. Fuck it. Fuck it. Not looking forward to it.
I mean, I'm not strictly opposed to it. It could be a decent match. There's no way Quang's gonna win this. So
then what's the fucking point?
I don't know. I mean, if you're even trying to build up Quang, I don't know why you would have
exactly
him
dude.
In his first 3 matches. Like, what are we doing?
It's like if you played Mortal Kombat, right? You beat the first guy, he's fucking easy. He doesn't even fight back. You just beat him up. Second guy's just a little bit, and then they go right to Shao Kahn at the end. It's like, well, I'm fucked. I'm gonna lose. It's like, I hate this game. I'm not even gonna play anymore.
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
It's terrific. I think it's great.
No.
We go and we see footage from the White House, and we actually see footage of the actual president.
They tied it in too, dude. Earlier in the show, they showed the fake Bill Clinton and then the real one, and it looks the same guy. It's fucking awesome.
If you're just joining our podcast, at WrestleMania 10, Austin was tricked into actually thinking that the impersonator known as the Bill Clinton impersonator was in fact Bill Clinton, when it was not.
It was him. It was him. They look exactly the same, dude.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, holy shit, he was just at WrestleMania.
The footage from the White House is for the Easter roll, and a few wrestlers were there, like the Bushwhackers, Doink and Dink. I think Savage was there too.
Yeah.
Just some like good press, hey, forget that whole steroid thing. We do good things with children.
Some charity work too, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. We go back to the arena. Vince McMahon and Randy Savage promote what we'll see on next week's Raw, which will be featured heavily by Brett and Quang. We see Erwin R. Shyster. He's in the ring, and he cuts a promo about paying your taxes on April 15th, which is 4 days away. And he says that he knows that Tatanka hasn't paid the gift tax on his headdress, and he's going to force Tatanka to pay up.
Let me just tell you, too, IRS literally came out of fucking nowhere. Like, Vince and Savage are talking, and then they just cut to the ring, and he's standing there. It's like, where the fuck did this guy just come from?
The funny thing is the IRS doesn't have theme music.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
So he'll just walk out, and like there's no sound. Like, you watch the Royal Rumble '94 again, like he has no theme music.
That's fair.
He just walks right out.
Yeah, that's
it's
fair.
just like, okay, he's like the only guy in the '90s to not have theme music.
Yeah, I can't think of too many.
How do you not just use like Money Incorporated's theme song?
Sure, yeah, right.
Like, I don't understand.
Right. Also, too, I want to touch on here that both Vince and Savage put their money on Brett against Quang, which I thought was funny. Yeah, we're thinking Brett.
I mean, way to just come on. How do you just murder the credibility of Quang when you're both just like, I will bet the fucking house.
It's fucking
Bret Hart is going to win this match.
Brett. That's awesome.
Vince is just like, all that money I've saved up for Shane and Stephanie going to college, I will put all of it on Bret Hart to win within 3 minutes next week on Raw.
You got to be Quang in the back like, I'm a fucking joke.
This is all tapes. So like Quang's back there getting ready for the second episode, and he hears that, and he's like, well, I'm fooked. There goes my push.
Yeah, literally.
Oh boy. Literally. All those promises, they're just like, you're going to be the next star.
You ever seen the Great Motor? He's from Japan. We're going to bill you just like him.
All those stories were like, yeah, sure, we're paying you $25 in a hot dog now, but in 6 months, we'll be paying you $50 a night in a hamburger.
Keep it up, you'll get a 6-ounce steak.
That's like 3 years down the line. But he's probably thinking, just right now, it's over.
Yeah, that's it.
Why did I leave Puerto Rico?
Right.
Should have stayed.
That's it. Going back to the commentary table here, we get a commercial break after the IRS thing.
Right.
We're back to the table with Vince, and him and Savage basically say the same thing over again about Quang and Brett. So they brush over the fact that IRS was even in the ring, like it didn't even happen. Like they don't even make mention that he was just in the ring, which I thought maybe was that like an editing glitch, like they forgot to take the second. Like I don't even know, but it was really weird.
I don't know. This is a live show.
Yeah, which I thought was weird because again, it's like they didn't. It was like it didn't even happen.
Yeah.
So it's like, was that IRS's ghost? Like I don't know. It was really weird because they skipped right over it. It's like, okay, well, that was good.
Maybe they don't care about the angle.
Most likely, seeing as they don't care about Quang either. So,
Jerry Lawler is shown backstage. He's sitting in his throne. And I guess McMahon, just to kind of throw some salt in the wound, he shows footage again of Lawler falling off his throne from earlier in the show and hitting his face on the apron. to kind of close out the show. Just kind of corny to get some last second heat on. Here's Siri again.
She's got a lot to say.
I really got to unplug her or something because I'm too lazy to hook up the internet back to her. But yeah, so that kind of closes out the show with Lawler looking like a fool.
The real topper was that Vince is yelling over the video in slow motion, just going timber, and then it closes out.
That sounds about right.
If I could ever show you a skippable episode of Monday Night Raw, especially a live skippable Monday Night Raw, it's fucking this one. There really wasn't anything at all on this show that I cared about. I am interested to see where the Shawn Diesel Ramon thing goes. I'm interested just because I like car crashes to see where Perfect and Lex is going to end up. I know there's going to be some good stuff on the horizon, but I'm super bummed we haven't heard anything from Owen Hart in a while. It's been a hot minute since we've seen him last.
That's a very good point.
Yeah. There's several different things that it's kind of like we're not really developing anything yet. And granted, we got a lot of Raws to go, but I don't want them to just give us bullshit for 4 weeks and then the last 2 weeks are super good and then it's the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Like, can we just be consistent, please? But that's what I'm worried about because in 93 that happened a lot where fucking weeks would just drag and then they'd pull out all the stops for like a week and then have the pay-per-view. They like to let shit build on like a week's worth of storyline. Like 3 segments. And let's just build off those same 3 segments.
Right. They don't really like to add layers to it.
No. Which isn't what I'm afraid is going to happen here.
Yeah. I want to point out that I like reviewed these Raws or whatever like 7 or 8 years ago. And apparently when I did that, I apparently enjoyed the King's Court between Lawler and Luger, which now here in my 30s, I disagree with.
Oh, it was so bad.
Did not enjoy that. I also didn't understand why Mountain Mission never had a lengthy title run, which now makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Sure, they were kind of over, but probably didn't. A title run might have been a stretch.
Yes, it would have.
So I don't know. This is probably one of the first times I'm gonna go completely against what I had reviewed as being. I don't think this was that great.
No.
I always kind of try to look at it for like segments. So like technically Luger being on King's Court, that's probably a big deal. Supposed to be a big deal. Just didn't deliver.
Not at all.
The WrestleMania 10 rematch between Mountain Mission and Quebecers probably should have been a big deal, but it didn't really deliver. It's a skip. It's a poor live show. Usually the live shows are entertaining and fun, and this was just kind of flat.
Well,
I wasn't really big on it.
Right. And the funny thing is like, especially when we watch the 2 Raws together, usually the way it goes is it'll be a taped and it'll be a live. Right. And 9 times out of 10, that live one blows the taped one out of the water.
Right. And it was like that mainly when it was in the Manhattan Center. Now it's like 3 taped or 1 live, 3 taped.
Yeah.
1 live, 3 taped.
Yeah. So there's definitely some cost cutting in there involved.
Well, yeah.
But 100%. It was totally opposite for me this recording session because literally the taped episode, as cheesy as some of it was and like as bad as it was better than this live episode that we watched this week. Yeah, man, I don't even know. Like I'm trying to think, what was so funny it was bad and that's why it was worth watching. But really it was just so funny that it was bad. Like the King's Court. Like I'm trying to be like, yeah, like you might want to seek that out and watch, but like no. It literally just feels like a time filler.
Yep.
I just, I don't know, man. Not what I was expecting this week because we opened strong. I mean, you're promoting this, quote unquote, big tag match, but no wonder why they didn't promote anything else because really there was nothing else to this show. And even the tag match was run of the mill. So that's where I was at with it. If you skip this week, you ain't missing much.
Yeah, it's a lackluster bummer of a week for television. And now that you've mentioned that we haven't seen Owen in several weeks, it's just like, what are we waiting for?
Dude, I know. I need some more Owen Hart.
Yeah.
I'm jonesing for some Owen. So
have a bummer. So needless to say, though, I think we would both say that this is a skippable,
yes,
not really entertaining week of television.
No.
But despite that, we're not going to give up.
I guess
quite a bit more to go.
Yes, there is.
So
94 is not over yet.
No, it's not. So the next one that the next recording that we'll have, will be covering the April 18th and April 25th editions of Raw. And we might be lucky here with some decent looking syndication matches.
Oh.
So be on the lookout for that. And then in a couple of weeks here, guess what's going to start happening?
What?
Qualifying matches for the King of the Ring tournament.
Ho, ho, ho.
So hot diggity. And then also, there's going to be a new wrestler coming to the WWF.
So, should I be excited or no?
Probably not.
Oh.
Probably don't be thrilled about it. And then guess what? There's going to be a guy that's going to be like, listen, I'm going to create a stable of dudes and we're going to take over the WWF. That's going to be happening here too in a few weeks.
Why can't I think of what you're talking about?
It's good that you don't know because I'll just make it even better.
I feel like I should definitely know what you're talking about.
But you don't.
Shit.
Which makes it even better that you don't know what I'm talking about.
I'm not going to look it up either.
Good. I don't want you to.
No, I'm not going to look it up.
Good. So, yeah, that is what we have here in the next coming weeks. We got to get through April. And then heading into May, it's who's going to win the King of the Ring? Who's this guy that's going to bring some dudes in and take over the WWF? I don't know. Better
I think I know.
Oh, what is it?
Is this Camp Cornette time?
No.
Oh, I was hoping we'd get the Owen, the Yoko, and the bodies.
I think that's next year.
It's 95, right? 95?
Yeah. 95, 96, yeah. No, this is a different stable, and I'm really glad you don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I can't think of it off the top of my head.
That is great. That just shows you how forgettable it is.
Oh, boy.
That you don't know what we're talking about.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm just knowing that now, I'm like super excited to get into that.
Yeah,
I'm so excited now because you're just like, I have no idea.
I can't think of it. I don't know.
That's great. That's honestly great.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so that's that. I'm sure there's people that are listening to this. They're like, dude, it's the freaking blah, 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 this one. Like, how do you not know that? Blah, blah, blah. Mike Campbell's probably throwing his computer out the window. Like, fuck this shit.
A stable.
Yes.
Yeah, dude. From 90 fucking mid 90, early 94.
Yeah.
Mid 94. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Cool. Fabulous. This makes me really happy. Because then you get an authentic reaction to it.
Oh, no.
So it's going to be great.
Oh, no. Okay.
Yeah, you have anything else here for episode 70?
Get us out of here.
All right, folks. We're going to be heading towards some fresh water, some fresh material that Austin doesn't even know what the hell we're talking about. So I'm really looking forward to seeing just how he reacts to some new developments coming up within the next about 4 episodes here of ICOPOD. For Austin Skinner, I'm Bob Collins Jr. And once again, this has been ICOPOD.
You gotta hear it.